All right, welcome to tonight's team call. I'm going to be sharing some tips for you on how to invite by sharing, right? Because none of us want to be a salesperson, and I think that really gets to be the misconception of what we do is that, once you become a coach after you've fallen in love with the products, that you're going to become this icky salesperson, and you're going to annoy all your friends and family on social media. And if that's what you thought it was, I hope that that through our group, through chatting with me, you will get to know that I am the furthest from any salesperson out there, and that really it comes from your heart. Okay, it comes from your heart and wanting to pay it forward to other people, helping them to reach their health and fitness goals, helping them to get out of debt, just like you are doing right now. All right, so super excited to share with you. I have some really quick tips. I didn't want to keep you guys too long tonight, so sorry, I'm a little thirsty here. So we're going to be talking about inviting through sharing. All right. So how can you invite someone to join you or invite to the business by just sharing, right? Too often we think that we need to be posting some elaborate post about buy now, all those like flashy things. Why that will get people's attention. Most often it's going to get people to hide your post, and nobody wants that on Facebook. You don't want people to hide your posts because then they're not going to be seen as much. And you don't want people to unfollow you on Instagram because then they're not going to see your stuff. So first, I want to quickly talk about those two platforms on where you can be sharing your stuff, okay? I really highly recommend do not be using your personal profile for business, okay? Facebook does not like that. They can shut you down, okay? You can make a business page, a fan page, whatever you want to call it, and you can do that. You can invite your family and friends over to there. If you are using your personal page, if you're brand new and starting out, don't post any links. Just, you want to do more of a curiosity marketing, okay? You want people to be like, what is this that she's doing? How is she, losing weight? Why does she have so much more energy now? Things like that, okay? You want them to reach out to you. When I first started, I had no idea what I was doing, and I was chasing people down. I was like friend requesting old, people from high school, and I was like, hey, how have you been? I just started this thing. You want to join me? Don't do that, because that's going to turn people off, because there is a lot of people selling stuff on Facebook now, and we don't want to be that icky salesperson, right? The other thing is Instagram. Instagram is all the rage right now. If you're not already in the Beachbody Champions page, you need to be in there. You need to go request. You need to give your coach ID or your email, one of the two or both, I can't remember, to get approved in there. They do trainings in there all the time, okay? On Instagram, on inviting, how to recruit coaches, all the things that you're probably wondering, okay, how do I even do this now? I don't want you to get overwhelmed. So maybe you're like, I'm going to do one training video in there a week, okay? Set aside time. This is your business. Make business hours, okay? Treat it like a business. If you want to have a business income, if you want to have, eventually have a six-figure income, you need to treat it like so. If you want a hobby income, if you want to just get your Shakeology paid for, then treat it like so, okay? That is one of my biggest mistakes I made in the beginning, is that I thought, well, I'm just gonna like put in a little bit of time and get a lot of money in return, and it doesn't work that way. You need to put in the effort, and I'm telling you, consistency is going to pay off, okay? Recently, I have a ton of people with conversations going on now on my page. They liked my page a year ago, okay? So be consistent in your messaging, be consistent in showing up. Don't stop showing up. Even if you only do one post a day, still show up, okay? So we have Facebook that we can use, our personal page, a like page, like a business page, and then Instagram. Instagram is great. You could do Insta stories, which if you're not already on Instagram, go make one tonight, or as soon as you watch this, go make an Instagram account, because you can search people by hashtags. You can find your avatar, which we'll go more into later, but you can find your tribe by searching hashtags, okay? Yes, you might come across other coaches to start with, but don't worry about that, okay? You're going to be able to find your people without running ads like you have to on a business page, okay? That is why I am transitioning over, is because, Facebook wants you to run ads all the time, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that. So if you'll see a lot of the latest trainings, the coaches are going to Instagram. So if you're not there, get there, okay? So I have 3 points for you tonight on how to invite through sharing, okay? And like I said, we don't want to just be blasting things out there. Another quick tip is you don't want to be like Shakeology. You don't want to don't be posting things that have Beachbody logo or Beachbody names. Don't be posting the name of the program you're doing. Say, if you're doing like 80-day obsession, you're doing an 80-day abs and butt workout or whatever you want to call it. If you're doing To Be Mindset, call it, your food freedom program or something like that. Make them curious and want to know what it is that you're talking about. 21-day fix, it's your 21 reset, or 21 days to the new you, or whatever. Come up with something catchy and clever so that people are gonna be curious. I talk about my Energize as my mom fuel because it is just that. It gets me going in the morning or afternoon or whenever I take it. Shakeology, talk about it as your superfoods. Whatever like little coin phrase you want, go with that, okay? So now that's out of the way. All right, so your number one inviting through sharing is that you have to be doing this. This is a non-negotiable. If you're not doing this, nobody's going to join you, okay? Are you a proof of the products? Are you doing the programs? Are you drinking Shakeology? Are you following the meal plans? Are you doing what it is that you want others to join you and do? If you're not, then no one's going to join you, right? Nobody's going to want to invest in something that you yourself are not doing because they're looking to you as someone to guide them, right? Someone who's going to guide them on this journey to help them to make better food choices, to find the motivation to work out when they don't want to skip over, that milkshake at the drive-thru and have their Shakeology instead, and help them to figure out, that you can make it taste like a really yummy chocolate milkshake and without all the sugar and the fat and things like that, all right? So being a proof of that the products work, all right? Along with that, I want to say it's so important that you plug into our groups that I have for you. I know it's easy to get complacent. I know it's easy to feel like, well, life's busy, but I'm telling you that if you are not showing up for yourself, how can you expect someone else that you're asking to spend money and they're struggling, how can you expect them to join you on this journey, okay? So lead by example. And here's the other thing. You don't need to run your own challenge groups. You don't need to run your own, To Be Mindset groups. That is what I'm here as your coach. Once you build a team and you're ready to spread your wings and do that on your own, then by all means do that. But when you're starting out and you're like, I need someone to help me on this, let's do it together, all right? You can help me with posts. You can help me with, different things in our groups, but don't feel like you have to add something else on your plate of running, groups on your own when you're just starting out, okay? So number one, write this down. Be proof that the products work, okay? I want to know, what program are you doing? Are you committing to it? What other products are you using? Shakeology, Energize, Recover, the beach bars. What are you using to help you on your journey, all right? What are you doing? Okay. All right, so that's number one. Number two, are you sharing your journey, okay? Are you sharing it in posts on Instagram? Are you like breadcrumbing, okay? Like I said, again, you don't want to just come right out and say, I'm doing 80-day obsession. Want to join me? Because guess what people are going to do? Even if they're your friends, your best friend, your mom, whoever, they're going to go to Google and they're going to Google 80-day obsession. And they're going to see what it's all about. They're going to see, well, maybe they can order it somewhere else. They're not going to know that you can help them on this journey. The same for To Be Mindset. I had a post up, and I think I posted it in the group here about how, I have all these comments on it, and people like, just post the name of the program. No, I want to get to know them. So don't ever just give someone the name. Don't ever just give someone the price, okay? That was a little off side note. But so are you sharing your journey? And what I mean by that is on Instagram, this is what is great about stories. You can have a little 15-minute video clip. You just, on Instagram, you go to stories. Oops. And I love them because I feel like sometimes on Facebook, you need to do your hair, or I don't honestly, but put makeup on. But Insta stories, they get to see real life you. So, sorry, it's not going on. But you just go on there and you can be like, oh my goodness, I was so exhausted last night and but I'm going to do my 30-minute workout to help the endorphins and get me focused for the day. Done. Okay. And people might be like, well, what workout are you doing? They're going to send messages to you, or they might just be watching. That's the awesome thing about Insta Stories, is that you get to see who's following your journey. You get to see who's showing up every day. They're curious about what you're doing. I know you may think that your life is pretty boring, because I do. A stay-at-home mom, homeschooling my kids, I pretty much go to town to grocery shop, and go to church and go to the doctor or the chiropractor, okay? Those are like the only times I leave my house. So I'm like, what am I going to post about that's going to get people intrigued? What's going to get them, coming back for more? So share, in the morning, maybe give them a little motivational thing every morning. Or maybe share a meal and say, you know what, you were really wanting to do the drive-through, but instead you threw together this quick meal, rotisserie chicken with a bagged salad, and you're good to go, right? Something like that. Share your journey, and they're going to say, oh, if she could do it and she's busy, I can probably do this too, right? And so they'll reach out to you, all right? Because let me tell you, this job is so enjoyable when people start asking you for help, when they see, wow, what is it that you're doing? Can I do this with you? And I will say, there's times that they're going to ask you and they're not going to commit right away, all right? They're going to say, well, it's too expensive, or I don't have any time, or whatever, right? We all have a laundry list of excuses when it comes to committing, because really it has nothing to do with you as the coach, but it is them. They are not ready yet, okay? They still have some fear holding them back. And so you just keep loving on them and showing up, and, sharing some of your recipes. Share maybe your favorite workout move of the day. Show how it can be modified. You can do all this in your Insta stories, or you can do it on Facebook as well. But I will say, I'm really loving Insta stories. So whatever platform you want to use when you're starting out, I would say stick with that until you feel like you, feel comfortable with it, okay? So that, are you sharing your journey on Instagram, or are you sharing your journey at all on Instagram or Facebook, okay? Doesn't have to be with both, but I just want you to be sharing somewhere, okay? So number 3, this is where you're going to be doing more of the inviting, where you are going to be, putting your foot forward, and you're going to be saying, okay, all right, maybe you're going to do a live video, or maybe you're going to do a post where you're just like, take a picture of yourself that's going to be something catchy. You can put words on it. I like to use Canva or Word Swag, or some great apps that you can use to add stuff to. Don't feel like you need to be a master at doing graphics or images or anything like that to begin with. Just start sharing, okay? So make some sort of post, or what we call a call to action, and you're going to just start sharing what you're doing. So for example, maybe you have, not really been sticking to a workout program for the last few months. Make a post about that. Share that with people, because people are going to identify with that and say, you know what? Me too. We had these great dreams when January we were going to lose 30 pounds by now, and we've lost 3. Or, maybe you've gained weight. And so be open and honest, because people love that, okay? And just have a call to action and say, you know what, I'm looking for someone to be an accountability buddy, to do this with me, to help me be accountable. And let's do it through till 4th of July. Make a starting date and make an ending date so that they have to commit, okay? So important on that. Ask them to help hold you accountable, and that you need it too, okay? Wherever you're struggling, maybe it is with nutrition and you're really struggling. That's where To Be Mindset is perfect for that. Maybe share something about how you really don't want to be tied down to counting points or using containers, measuring your food through the summer months, and so that you want a program that's going to have freedom, and you found one, and you're looking for someone to be your accountability buddy, to do this along with you for the next number of weeks or whatever, something like that, okay? That is going to be kind of like a soft invite, okay? Do that at Instagram, do that on Facebook, do a video, do a post, whatever works for you, but just be consistent, okay? And then once you ask them to do that, show up, okay? Add them to our groups, welcome them. If you want me to help you in the beginning, I will help you, but as a coach, I want you to start taking some initiative on that. So if you have some people ready to join our virtual wellness studio, or if you have people ready to join our To Be Fit and Free group, let me know, and I'll make you an admin so that you can, add them to the group. But remember, they have to have the program first. So let's see. So really, inviting doesn't have to be scary. I will share some of the scripts that I have been using, especially if people have been watching your journey on Instagram. Like I said, it's awesome. You can see that they've, liked your posts or followed your stories. And so you can just invite them like, hey girl, or however you talk. And because I don't talk like that, but these are examples. Okay. Be like, hey girl, I see that you've been following my stories, for the last while or a few days, whatever you want to say, and be like, are you at all interested in what I do? Health, fitness, running a business, anything like that? Let me know. They might say yes. Okay. They might say, I don't know, share some more information with me. Another one is to compliment them. Okay. So someone has been following you for a while, click on and you can see their profile, their Instagram, and be like, girl, are you a coach too? Because you're so inspirational. You're posting such amazing content every day. Did you know that you can get paid for what you're doing? And they might be like, no, what's this all about? Okay. So that's a great way to invite to coaching without being icky, to be like, hey, be a coach like me. You can just ask them like, hey, are you a coach too? And they might be like, no, what's that about? Okay. It's going to open that door for conversation. Also, never underestimate just having conversations. We're sharing a recipe with somebody and be like, hey, did you know that this fits really well into the program that I'm doing? Would you like more information? Can I send you something, a video to watch, or add you to our info group or something like that? Because people are looking to get healthier. They really are. Everyone's looking for a quick fix. Everyone's looking for the next best thing. And I will caution against some of the like diehard keto people, because I did try keto for a while and my experience was not great at all. I'm still trying to recover from it. But I think sometimes, it's important that we try other things so that we can give our personal opinion and actually have some feedback on that. Okay. Another side note. See, this is what happens when you guys don't join me live, because I just get off on a tangent. So next time, remember. So those are the three things. Be proof that the products work, okay? That goes along with our daily checklist that I have in our group here, in our coach group, is, are you drinking your Shakeology every day? Are you doing your workout every day? Are you reading personal development? Do not underestimate the power of personal development. If you don't know what to start with, this book is great. The Compound Effect talks about how, things are going to compound on top of each other. If you start being consistent today, it's going to snowball effect and you're going to get to where you want to be. Another great one, Eat That Frog. If you're someone you really struggle with time management and you just don't know where to begin, grab this book, okay? Let's see what else I have over here. Oh, I do recommend, this one is a great one too, The Miracle Morning. I don't know if you can see there. This is going to get you going in the morning. Visualization is great. And I think we're going to actually start a coach training where we're going to go through this book, because I think it's so important that we set our mind right. We win the day first thing in the morning so that we are set up for success. So if you don't have this book, go check it out. See if you can get it at your library. Amazon, I think it's like $8 or $9 probably. This one I do a lot of on Audible, but as you can tell, I have a lot of writing. I don't know if you can see, but I have a lot of writing in this book. So you might want to get the hard copy of this one just so you can make notes. Let's see, a couple more book options. She Means Business. I love Carrie Green. Get this on Amazon. Again, I have like all these little tabs on the corner. She is an amazing person. I love to hear her speak too. So any of her podcasts, she has a podcast, go check it out. It has so many different tips in here on like how to set up Facebook, how to set up an Instagram, how to set up, all the little things when you're starting a business out. And it's not like about Beachbody coaches. This is about women entrepreneurs. Okay. Super awesome book. Talks about your avatar, which we're going to go more in. So grab this book if you don't have this one as well. I know, I'm all full of books over here. And then this is the one that we are actually going through in our groups, in the To Be Mindset group, as well as our virtual wellness academy, because I think it's so important that we kind of like debunk the lies we've been telling ourselves for so long, that we've let media tell us, that we've let our parents tell us, that we've let, ex-boyfriends or girlfriends or spouses or whatever tell us about ourselves, that we started believing these lies, right? We can't even define the truth from the lies anymore. So that book is amazing. So those are some ideas if you don't know where to start, okay? But I really recommend that you do at least 10 minutes a day. And I know you're all busy just like me. So when I very first started and I was like, how am I going to get this in? I'm like, I don't have time to read, 10 pages or 10 minutes, whatever works for you. So I had the Audible app on my phone. And when I'm cooking dinner, or I tried when I was in the shower, but it's not loud enough. So if you have speakers hooked up to your phone, you can probably listen while you're in the shower. When I'm running errands, going to the grocery store or going to the chiropractor, I listen then, okay? Making dinner, like I said, folding laundry, you can listen and grow your mind. And a lot of these books are great for your kids to listen to as well. So don't feel like, oh, my kids are in the room, I can't listen to that. Audible is free for 30 days. So if you don't have that, check that out. I know I'm kind of getting long here, but I really want to wrap it up here. So if you have any questions on that, because you need to be proof that the products work. You need to be sharing your journey on Facebook or Instagram, somehow sharing that you are showing up for yourself every day, all right? Because how do people know you're going to be able to help them if you're not doing something for yourself? And then number 3, invite them to be your accountability partner. Invite them to do this with you, all right? So I hope that helps you guys to know how to invite through sharing. Be sure that you check in every single day for our checklist, whether you're doing whatever workout you're doing, your Shakeology, and your personal development. And then as we go in the weeks, I'm going to be adding more things like, are you sharing, a health and fitness related post on your social media? Are you sharing something about coaching on your social media? So we're going to be building on that. So be sure that you're doing it now because we're going to be building along. If you're not really sure about some of the other coach trainings, be sure that you check out the email that I sent. I know there's a lot of newer coaches in here. So check on that for your checklist. As always, I'm here for you all the time to help you to be successful, to help you to reach your dreams of whatever your goals are in coaching, okay? I want you to know that the sky's the limit. If you want to earn 6 figures, if you want to retire from your job, bring your spouse home, travel the world, I want you to know that that is possible, okay? So do not limit yourself. Do not limit yourself from where you can go because you are in the driver's seat and you are in control, okay? And too often we just need to get past that fear of ourself, right? So that's all I have for you guys tonight. And again, if you have any questions, please reach out to me, post in the group. That's probably the best place is if you have a question, post in there because other people can help answer it. Charity's in there. She is my mentor and she has been doing this for like 9 years, I think. So she's full of all kinds of good nuggets for us. So thank you guys for watching this and I can't wait to see how you move your business forward in the next following week. So have a great evening. Bye.